You know, it really does feel like we are already at a borderline tipping point with this game, which is crazy to say, but we got a new Trackstars promo leaked, and we think we know what it's going to kind of entail. Our first SBC leaked. With that, we're not going to get Centurions Team 2. We're going to get the FC Pro promo coming up as well. So the promo path has been kind of like decided now until basically Black Friday. We're going to talk about it, but yeah, guys, this has been probably the most uninteresting, I'd say, couple weeks of FIFA content that I can remember in a long time. And that could just be me living in my own little bubble where no one's really happy with the game right now, but I actively try to not do that, and I still can't find people really satisfied with this game right now, and we'll talk about that later when we get to the leaks and news part. If you guys would like to buy coins, you can go to mmoxp.com. There will be a link in the description. They are the cheapest and safest option. You can use my code JFC at checkout for a 5% discount. We've seen a gigantic market rise, even further than what we saw yesterday, the day before that. We've lost a bunch of coins. Hopefully you didn't panic sell. We talked about that and how you shouldn't do that, and if you didn't, you are probably still down on where you were, but I mean, it's up so much from where the bottom point was of this crash. So let's begin, and thank you all for being here despite the fact that this game has been extremely uninteresting. As our average daily viewership continues to grow despite the fact that the game, I feel like the viewership is not growing on many channels out there, so thank you all for that. And Kelly O'Hara came out, which I'm sure you guys have seen by now. Rapid plus on her, and it's not a bad card by any means. I mean, it's not great. Once again, the defending playstyle is not really there. It's like, eh. And then upgrades, 83x3, I think, came out. At this point, I mean, who gives a shit about this when the pack weights as dog water as it is? I mean, why would you care about doing this when you see this pack and you're like, okay, pack weight we know sucks, just hairy ass. I'm not gonna get excited about this because I'm a rational human being. I know that 99% of you guys are too, so you're probably not very excited about it. But hey, there is one thing that you guys should be excited for, very excited for. And that is, well, if you counted today, there are 19 promo packs in the store, guys. Yes, that's correct. There are 19. It's one of the highest I think we've maybe ever seen, I believe. Yeah, guys, go and spend your hard-earned money where you've exhausted your blood, sweat, and tears. There's 4 4U packs as well, don't forget. I feel like I'm legitimately going insane. Like I'm missing something almost. Like I'm the sucker. Something is, I'm clearly stuck in my own head, I feel like, because of just how dull some of this stuff has been recently. But I do want to say, I think that last year we were kind of on a similar sentiment a bit with content until Black Friday, and then that really kickstarted some things. So maybe they're just trying to take it slower. I don't know. Maybe Black Friday will come and save us. It kind of did last year. Thunderstruck was really fun last year, and I feel like I remember the couple other promos prior to that not being very interesting. So maybe that's kind of like not necessarily a strategy, but kind of what they want. I don't know. Okay, Trackstars, that's been leaked. We saw the card design for that. We were wondering, is it going to be like a pacey type promo? Because Trackstars, obviously, you know, pretty self-explanatory. This actually is not the leak between Davies and Hazard here. This was just a tweet from Donk, basically saying there will be no Centurions Team 2. There's not going to be Centurions Team 2. We're just going to see Trackstars promo this Friday, which is interesting. There was, you know, Centurions Team 2 last year, if I'm not mistaken, and we're not going to see one this year, which is, you know, maybe a possible change from the status quo, which at this point, I'll take any change from the status quo at this point. Then we figured out that the first SBC coming in this promo will be DeMarcus Beasley with Rapid Plus. So I don't know if this is a coincidence or not. It could be, but I'm assuming Trackstars will be a pacey players promo. That would be my guess as to what this could be, and he will be an SBC if I did not mention that already. Yeah, I kind of like this player choice because I want to get Messi links for the future. I think Messi in this game on PC is fantastic, and I want to be able to like link him easier in the future, so Beasley's a very easy way to do that. I don't know, what do you guys think about Beasley SBC? And Team of the Week 9 leaks came out right after that, which actually looked pretty nice. We got Mo Salah in it. I don't know if these are official stats because Salah has Rapid Plus, which doesn't make any sense because he doesn't have Rapid Plus, and they don't change it for Team of the Weeks, I don't think. I'm gonna assume that that's not correct. And then Jude Bellingham is in the promo, which many thought, why didn't Vinny make it? Because Vinny had a hat trick. I guess EA wanted Bellingham in it. Soto, Cucurella, and then St. Maximin's also in it. Last player leaked for Team of the Week 6 is Angel Di Maria. Okay, at least a better Team of the Week than what we had for the last couple weeks, it seems like. Maybe FUT Champs would be more worth it, I guess, at this point. And the next leak was the FC Pro design. This has also been added to come into the game, which you guys remember last year, the FC Pro live promo was, let's go back here. It wasn't very good. Now, I remember one of the reasons for that was because they just didn't juice it very much. The upgrades weren't very good. Even the fully upgraded cards would kind of suck. Dele Alli was kind of a fun card. So was Carmo. Willigan was expensive, but there wasn't like a ton of hype around it. It wasn't super cool. But who knows? It could be way better this year. And they got to promote their esports shit somehow. Someone's got to watch it. It ain't gonna be us, but someone's got to watch it out there. So they got to try and promote it somehow. They got to get that sweet sponsorship revenue. It will now cost you, yes, 610,000 coins to complete 100 crafting upgrade packs in FC25. From scratch. I'm not joking. 110K for these rewards here. And the whole day, Twitter is basically just a cesspool of like, what's going on here? I mean, seriously, what is going on here? Are we just not the target audience for this shit anymore? Or are they just taking everything away from us little by little? You know, the Fun SBC says, I don't understand the logic. The gameplay is so broken and delayed. You'd imagine they'd want to keep the menu grind engaging, but it's just as turgid as the rest of it. Comfortably the worst FIFA ever. That's up for debate, of course. And keep in mind, we're still early on, so like they might just want to try and drip feed content more this year, but even then you're failing at that because the content sucks when you're drip feeding it anyway. And I don't want to keep, you know, going over the same points every single day. I don't want to keep doing that, but also at the same time, I want to acknowledge where the temperature's at with the community. And Zzzz tweets this out, which by the way, let's not forget, Zzzz did say the first week of the game that if you thought this gameplay was trash, that you just sucked ass. And it's the best FIFA we've had in years. Just would like to throw that out there because holy fuck, the FIFA community is the most reactionary bunch that you can find. But this tweet is true. Made almost everything untradeable. Increased the amount of store packs 100 times. Lowered pack weight. Nerfed the menu grind. Gameplay grind rewards. They haven't nerfed gameplay rewards specifically like champs rewards and rivals rewards, but you can't grind gameplay rewards. That's what he means by that. You can't continuously get rewards whenever you want to. You have to wait on EA's time. Completely abandon multiple game modes, but keep them in the game anyways. They have done that. Now here, FC25. Nothing to grind in the menus. Well, there is technically a menu grind with the League SBCs. It's just the same exact copy paste, literally the same exact copy paste for the last 3 years, which you would think it would almost be, you almost wouldn't want to release that just out of pure like pride, out of like, we can't release the same thing again, guys. We can't do it another year. Then we just eat it up on day one, like, ooh, we finally got League SBCs, and then no one gives a shit 3 days later. We're like, oh yeah, I forgot. These aren't actually that good anymore. Gameplay rewards won't get you an 85 rated squad for an SBC because the pack weight's really bad, or store packs released daily and any other content that has also happened as well. The replies are kind of all agreeing with him, which usually you see a reactionary tweet like that, people don't really agree fully with them, but all the replies were basically just agreeing with them. Once again, can we just actually like have organized thoughts? Because on day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, why didn't I just say week 1? The tweets I was seeing were like, wow, they finally did it. The gameplay actually feels really good. I'm like, okay, I enjoy it so far, but also we have to wait at least like 3 weeks before we make any sort of official judgment on any of this shit. Hearing things like Russia's saved FC, or you know, whatever reactionary take you were hearing. And guys, the FIFA community knows this better than anybody. We have to wait and see before we get all hyped up about anything. You know, you make people look like idiots when you were just sitting here, no shit. It might have been about a month and a little over a month ago, right? Just a little over 1 month ago, you were saying this is the best FIFA that we've had in a while. Now 1 month later, a little over a month later, we went to just like the worst FIFA of all time. Okay, now you just make us all look like fucking morons because you're just reactionary takes, right? We don't want to do that. And this tweet saying this can only mean one thing: Trackstars to FC Pro to Thunderstruck. Last year, Thunderstruck promo really did help kind of get the game back on track. So hopefully that can add an element of fun right now that we're just missing. I feel no need to grind this game right now. I don't even feel the FOMO. I don't feel any ounce of FOMO right now. Let me know if you guys also feel that same way, but it's just it's really a tipping point with FIFA right now that things have got to get going. Otherwise, what are we doing here? But of course, let me know your opinions on that. We also have the 100 players pack upgrade set to come as an SBC shortly, which, you know, I'm guessing will be 40 gold, 30 silver, 30 bronze like it was last year. It won't be worth it, but we will be there. Who will be there? I won't. I'm sure you guys won't be there. I'm not sure why we will be there, but these would be much more enticing if pack weight was what it was in FIFA 21 or FIFA 20 or 19 even, but they can't do that because they give us too many packs now. But obviously the balance is still wrong because we can earn more packs than probably ever, and we can't pack anything still. So thanks. I mean, I don't know. Okay, hey, the market bounced back up to, I mean, huge. More than I actually probably expected it to. Mo Salah, 160. Massive bounce back. Heung-Min Son, actually. What is he back up to now? 130. I remember I said, I think I'm like 120, 125. Sure, he could reach that point. He's already 130, which tells you that even after Rivals rewards, he could end up going back up even more, potentially. So that is much quicker than I expected, actually. And good for you guys if you ended up, you know, holding on to your cards. You'll end up making some coins back, which is nice to see. But yeah, guys, right now, this game's about having fun, okay? If you're going to play this game, if you're going to continue to play this game right now, go and have the most fun you possibly can. Use your favorite players this weekend if you want to play Weekend League. Use your favorite players here in Division Rivals if you want to grind your Rivals wins. Like, right now, you just got to have the most fun possible and not give a shit about the rewards and wins. And most of all, do not spend a goddamn penny on a microtransaction in this game. That's the last thing you should do. Right now, all you can do is just, if you want to play this game right now, strictly play only off of your enjoyment and zero FOMO, zero anything else involved, no other influences, no outside influences at all about having fun. So coins, if you lose some coins, who gives a shit? Okay, way more important to have fun right now. The market is the same as it has been. You know what it's going to be like. You're going to probably lose coins no matter what. Okay, so just enjoy yourself more than anything. Okay, let's get back to some joy in my life and talk to you guys. Rob Holden. Sorry, mate, but Bateson and others are a part of the problem. He's entitled to his opinion, of course, but when you're pumping that much money into the game and barely ever have a word to say about how shit the game is and give EA constructive criticism, obviously he's not going to badmouth them. His opinion for me is bollocks. I know the X amount of thousands he spends per cycle barely scratches the surface of what EA make, but look at the knock-on effect it has with the influence on a proportion of his subscribers / viewers. Either way, the game is fucked. Borderline criminal. I mean, yeah, I fully agree with you there. So the reason that I said yesterday that Bateson's opinion still like matters on stuff, Bateson's part of the problem, okay? We cannot deny that somebody who does not badmouth EA at all and gives them thousands of dollars, you cannot possibly say that they are not part of the problem. But when you have somebody who is part of the problem, the best way to go about doing it is not saying, hey, you fucking idiot, what the hell are you doing? Take a look in the mirror, you piece of shit. Like, that's not how we go about doing it. We go about doing it by saying, hey, like, you know, have you ever thought twice about what you're actually doing here? And maybe that's being like a hopeless optimist there, but the best way to go about doing it is not being like, hey, this guy's a fucking asshole. But where I think you are right is if I said yesterday that Bateson's not part of the problem, he absolutely is. Now, once again, I will say to Bateson, if somehow you ever end up hearing about it or seeing this, if you made a video tomorrow saying, hey, I'm done spending money on the game, or saying, hey, we need to really change something here, I don't know, a lot of ways to go about doing it, then we would be good. I mean, like, all you can do from now on, from this point on, is, you know, change going forward. The past is spilled milk at this point. He can't go and, you know, unspend the money he spent already. If he tweeted out or made a video tomorrow saying, I'm done, then we would be good. If he did genuinely think that spending all that money is really not an issue, then I would love to hear about it. But of course, I just don't think that a discussion will ever be had because the community just fucking hates each other because you spend money, you're a dickhead. And if you know, hate EA, you're also on the other side of the coin. You're a complete dickhead. We don't talk to you guys. Like, okay, no camaraderie equals a completely weaker and more divided community, which EA don't give a fuck about because more division equals more bickering equals we don't look at them. I've talked about that a million times, but you guys know that by now. Tariq Alfara, I didn't use the loan cards, but I did not mind a match against them, but seeing lots of crying about how they only can be used in friendlies is really stupid. And I agree with that. Listen, of course, it's not fun playing against Mbappe all the time. Okay, it's not fun. And they made them insanely high in stat boost, which is another discussion too. But in general, I think it probably was a good thing for the casuals. I think there's more stuff worthy to complain about that isn't that. Stuart UK, good content, but slow down. I have a migraine now. And this is like every once in a while I got a comment being like, Jesus Christ. I watch YouTube at like 1.25 speed or 1.5 speed, and I have to watch you on 1 speed. And I've really attempted to slow down over the last like year. I've really tried to. I still think that I fly through shit a lot, but I also know my content doesn't necessarily appeal to like the younger audience as much because my editing style is very old fashioned, right? Just simple cut com basically, and not some crazy over the top editing. So you need to have your attention span kept, which is all that matters in this day and age. To compensate for that, I do want to go a little bit faster, but also not like, you know, flying through shit. But also I want to say, you know, I got a lot of positive comments yesterday saying, appreciate the nuances and discussions and stuff like that. And, you know, if you no longer play the game and you still watch, I'm incredibly grateful for you. If you no longer play and you watch, or you watch once a week, once a month, I still appreciate you and am forever grateful for you. And I think that's all that I have got to say. Let me know what you guys think about everything right now, of course. Love you all, see you soon. Peace.